Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. Really appreciate it. And today I'm going to talk a little bit about appreciation. I have some shout outs for very special people in my life and people that have influenced me here on the YouTube platform. This whole idea of having a channel, why am I doing this? And the reason I decided to do it is because if there's one person, of course I'd love to go viral. Of course I'd love to have, a huge impact. However, if just one person hears what I have to say and it makes an impact on their life, then somehow that will have a ripple effect onto others. And so I'm just here to try to add value to this open wide world of people who are watching YouTube and looking up things and finding ways to live better and grow and learn. And so that's what I'm here for. So today I want to do some shout outs, and I'm going to begin with, it's hard to say. Okay, I'm going to begin with my brother. His name is Patrick, and he has a channel called Paddy Wagon Travels. So several years ago, I don't even have the date, but several years ago, he decided to sell his house. He videotaped and began his YouTube channel with clearing out, emptying his home, and also buying an RV, renovating a little bit, and getting it on the road. And so my dad's in a lot of those videos, and he's passed away. So those are very special videos from early on. However, he also traveled with my mom. My mom went with him on some of his RV travels. And when she wasn't with him, she was always on his channel, always talking to him, always commenting, watching all his videos, supporting him 100%. And in that time, she actually met someone, and I don't know which happened first, but she started her own YouTube channel at the encouragement of my brother. And so my mom ended up doing lifestyle videos, and she did unboxings, and her name and her channel right now is That Marion Chick on YouTube. And so she started in her 70s, and she has just inspired me because of her just gusto for life and willingness to try new things really, really influences me. My mom, I have 5 brothers, so my mom had 6 children, and I am middle child of the family. My brother Pat, who is Paddy Wagon Travels, he's the oldest. And so I am really thankful for him, the influence that he has had on my mom and I. And during the time she was traveling, and then during the time she was watching his channel, she met someone called That Nate Guy on YouTube. And from that, a romance blossomed unexpectedly. And so Nate was the other person. Nathan Rambaud is the other person, and that's my mom's husband. I call him Papa Nate now. And he is the other person that influenced because the two of them, what happened was Nate him and Patrick both ended up challenging my mom with her YouTube channel to post every day for 90 days. And when she did that, her channel blossomed from, maybe 100 subscribers probably to 1,000. So that was a fun experiment, and it was fun watching her go through that. And in those years, her and Nate developed a relationship. And at that time, when she wasn't in the RV with Patrick, she was home living at my house, or we were living in a combined house. And so it was really awesome to get to watch my mom fall in love. And just Nate has been the best husband to her, and I just think he's fantastic. He also answers a lot of my technical questions. So Nate has been very, very helpful in that way. I will put all of these channels in my description. At the time that my mom was doing her channel and my brother Pat was doing his channel, and then we met Nate and we were following his channel a little bit, I was not even thinking about doing a YouTube channel at all. But of course, the family was just like, you should do a channel, you should do a channel. I'm like, no, I don't think I'm going to. However, I started doing Facebook Reels, I started doing Instagram Reels, and just sharing little tidbits, whether from Bible study or just from being outside when I go for a walk, sharing my thoughts. And I had some good responses to that. So I decided that this was the time. I really felt the Lord actually like impressing on me that this is the time to start your YouTube channel. And again, my channel is imperfect progress and my imperfect wellness adventure. And so with that, I wanted to make sure that I wasn't, I'm not stressing myself out in any way. I'm just leaning in. I'm doing some hard work. I'm learning new things. It's a lot of fun. But when I decided actually to do it, beginning of January 2025, I watched a video by Diane Moore. Now, not sure why YouTube suggested her to me, but I was okay with that. And her channel, it's just her channel's name is just Diane Moore. But what she had done, I guess, she had started her channel because she had had a surgery. And so she went on and shared about her surgery. Well, once that, she was successful in that way, she ended up doing in 2025 a video about why haven't you started, what's holding you back. And it was a January 2025 post of hers. And I thought, okay, so I listened to her channel and she talked about, being over 40 or over 50 and starting a YouTube and why not, and what's out there, what's available even for monetization. And so that was a big influence on me, and I've been watching her videos and it's been very helpful. And the last one that I'm going to highlight is very unexpected probably, because this gentleman has restarted his channel and I never saw him before in my life. But again, he was suggested by YouTube, and the big title said, "It's your time." And then the subtitle or the description says, "God is calling you to create." And I was just captivated by this young man, probably the age of one of my sons or my daughter. And so young guy. And I just was captivated by what he was sharing and how God has called us to create. And it was really, really, really impactful to me. I've shared it with 4 or 5 people. So I know that it really hit home with me. And from that point on, I made my decision. I'm going to start my YouTube channel, and it's scary and it's messy, and I'm doing my best. I did like 4 or 5 weeks in a row. I did one video a week. Then I fell off a little bit because we were traveling and I wasn't feeling well. So then I put a couple shorts up. I've done a little bit of studying on shorts and long form and which is better. I'm just going for it, whatever. So I did want to say thank you to those channels. I really do hope you check them out. In the description, I will link their channels and the videos the first videos that I saw from them. And also, of course, my mom and my brother, Pat, and also my brother, Pat, Paddy Wagon Travels. He's been very helpful. We were on vacation, seeing my mom for her 80th birthday, and he was there and I was there. And he was able to help me with just CapCut and using some video, just using some of the technical side that's behind a YouTube channel and posting videos and editing and that type of thing. So I'm learning, and that's the fun thing, is I'm learning some new skills and just going for it and just hoping that I have an impact, that I'm able to bless. And the funny thing is, you see there's a calendar behind me. I just switched it up to June. And this is one of those motivational calendars, I guess, but the title of it said appreciation. And I think it's important for us to show appreciation to others. And there are people that lead us along the way. There are people that help us along the way. And so that's why I want to do these shout outs, because these are people that help me along the way. And then 2 random strangers, I have no idea who they are, before I saw their videos, but they really did have an impact on me. And that just goes to show how YouTube can be a blessing for people. So, and I hope it's a blessing to you. And so please tell me, do you have some favorites? Or definitely go check out the links that I'm putting in the description and let me know if you have some favorite channels that have impacted you, have helped you in any way. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. And remember, perfect is overrated, but progress is where it's at.